somewhat correctly. We do our best, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's setting up. I'm so glad we had this today because I did not want to get out of bed. And if we wouldn't have done it, I wouldn't have gotten out of bed. Oh, looks like we're live. Well, it says play. Oh, yay, everybody saw that. Okay.
I mean,
All right, let me go check. And then I did that. Well, that now they know we're real people.
oh, Malu is my friend.
All right.
Malu.
Hello, ladies.
Hello.
All right.
Hey, Lisa, this is Malu. Oh, she's off the camera again. Malu is in Texas.
Oh, hi.
I'm walking the dog. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. I wasn't expecting everyone, so
It's a pleasure.
you're very welcome. All right. So
I
what
just call Malu. I just call Malu. Just her.
Oops, we lost her already.
No, she's there.
Is she there? Okay, I can't
Yeah.
see her. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll get started. We got like time lapses, I think, for a few of us. So
Okay.
all right, hold on just a second. All right, it's being weird, so bear with me. I have a time lapse on my side too.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Then you do your meeting on Facebook.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, now we're cleared up. So they can see us on Facebook. There's just a delay.
Okay.
And so I've got you. Now I can see Malu, so that's perfect. All right, we got it figured out, guys. No worries. I'll just make a note that to start the video 3 minutes in so you don't have to watch us on replay. All right, we got it figured out. I have a couple of special guests today, and I am super excited to introduce them. So I don't know if you saw in our group, Lisa Zimmer Essential Oils Biz Tips, where I train for free every wellness advocate in doTERRA on how to build a business more easily, more duplicatably, less expenses, and how to stay successful long term. I posted a picture of me and Bernadeth last week. We got to go to lunch. She moved into my neighborhood in Florida. So now we get to hang out and do doTERRA and do fun stuff. So we are very much looking forward to that. Hopefully we'll get some more events here in our area when events get to be more popular again. So we're very excited about that. She's a blue diamond, and I got to hear some amazing stories about her and her leaders. One of them, I'm assuming, Malu. So hopefully I said your name right. And but I would like you to start. In fact, you can start if you want sharing. I wanted her to share where her successful builders came from, because her builders are incredibly successful. We both may be blue diamonds, but she has a team of 23,000 people, and I have a team of, I think my husband corrected me the other day, 1,800 people, somewhere between 18 and 2,000 people, right? So I wanted her to share the level of success that her leaders have had, but most importantly, where did they come from? Because that is the number one question we get in this group is, how do I find builders? And I keep telling you that builders are grown. You don't just have immaculate conception builders land in your lap and say, oh, I want to build this, and oh, let's go. And Bernadeth was a perfect example of that. So do you want to start by sharing story?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
I'm gonna just have in mind my organization, and I'm gonna start with my my old, maybe one of the first ones that enroll with me, my friend, right? How did I enroll her? I used to be a swim teacher, right? I'm a PE teacher. I have a swimming school here in Florida, and teaching swimming with the love with the product and using, it's impossible to not share, right? And then sharing with everyone I could, and just one person will say, oh, my son cannot do swimming lessons today because he's not feeling well. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't breathe well. I said, well, I have a solution, right? Why not share? And then offering, just with the love intention of helping someone, offering a sample of breathe. And next day, wow, what is that? He slept so well. And this person started using the oils and talking to her with the same energy of helping everyone around her, and see that she already has a team because she enrolled someone that got interested in building. Talking to her, she decided to, yeah, that's something that it's fun and fits my volumes, right? I like to help people, and the company, it's so into the helping with the co-impact and the healing hands. And then she starts sharing, and she got the love of, oh, this is a very nice business that I like to do it. And she was a mother of 3 and now 4. And she said, I don't want to just be a mother. I want something else in my life. And this is when my builder, Juliana, she lives in Portugal, and she started building. She has the biggest team. How do you say that? My leg, right? The biggest leg.
Mhm.
It's like more than maybe 3/4 of my whole organization come through this line. And she's an awesome leader. Then how this leader appear or grow, she didn't come for the business. She came for the product, fell in love, share with people, share with some friends and family in Brazil. They got interested in the business. I helped them, educate them, and now it's an awesome team. I enjoy talking to them. They are doing amazing. And that is one of my builders, right, Juliana?
I want to recap what you said and point out the key words that I am always teaching. And so this was why our lunch went for like 2.5 hours, because I was like, you are like the perfect example of everything that we teach. All right. So here's a couple things. So one, she was already doing something where she was meeting people. You have to meet people. This is a people business. So you don't have to run your own business like a swimming school, but you have to meet people. People are going to naturally tell you, oh, I have this problem today, or my child has this problem today, or my husband has this problem today. You have to get comfortable saying, oh, perfect, I have a solution for that. This is the type of scenario where sampling works beautifully. It was a relationship, a business type relationship, right? A customer at the swimming school, and he needed an immediate solution of breathe for him to feel better right away. Share it, send it home. A breathe roller, a breathe dram, however you send it home.
The next day she enrolls.
The next day she enrolled. That's different than posting on social media, who would like a free sample?
Oh, yeah.
And everyone complaining because they're mailing out all these samples, spending all this money, and people are just taking your free samples. Duh. That is not how you meet relationship people to get the best result, right? It's relationships, they're right there, talking to them. I can help you now. I'm going to see her again. So there is no struggle to follow up. It's all just very natural and comfortable. You're helping someone. That is how sampling was intended.
Effective, yeah.
Right?
It's interesting because when I didn't call, hey, do you want to learn more? Do you want to know how your son's doing?
Mm-hmm.
And she was amazed that he felt much better, slept better. And what is that? Then I explained, and then, okay. And then she enrolled right there and got a kit. And then the rest is history. And then I asked, you have friends? She started talking to people because she saw the result. And she had a class as, I don't know if she was a customer still, but she just decided to share with her friends. And when I saw, hey, you have a business here, and then let's go talk, was
Do
interesting.
something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
followed the process. So if you guys go back, so like Bernadette doesn't know all of my tools, right? We just started talking. She's like 60-second enrollment, and I did it for her. She's like, tell me about this magic, right? So I want to show you how, even though, right, she's going to start incorporating some of my tools because they're going to fit well in what she does and make some of the things she does easier. But she builds a blue diamond without them, the still the same way that we teach you. All right, meet people, help the people, tell them that they can, with their testimonial, let's have a class and help your friends and family. That's a class, right? It's all listed out for you if you're new to my group on I have my oils now what plus recipes. That is your 7 to 10 day membership overview with your customer. It tells you right on there to introduce sharing the business, and by introducing it, by hosting a class and getting some free stuff and telling your friends and family about oils. It's a natural segue, right? It's what our culture is used to, whether it's a Norwex get together or whatever. Everybody wants to share these products with their friends and family, and ours are even better because we're going to change their life. And then once Bernadette has this class, it was fun. It was helping people, right? And so that's what people remember. Your class has to be fun and you have to help people. It can't just
Right.
be a
Some,
PhD talk at them, bore them to tears, right?
yeah, sometimes we forget, right, how fun will be the first time you do a roller bottle, right? And you do it all the time. And then for a class that never did, it's so fun to be doing roller bottles and put,
Make it takes.
yes,
She just promoted my make and takes.
yes, it's so fun.
Fun.
It's so fun. And
It has to
they
be fun.
leave the house, yeah, they leave very, very happy.
She
It's
chose her first builder that is 3/4 of her organization, chose by problem solving with a sample of Breathe to help a family member, hosting a class that was fun, not a PhD in science and make me take notes and bore me to tears, right? With a mother of 4 who decided she didn't want to be just a mom.
Yeah.
Think of
And we
how many
became
people.
friends. We became friends.
Yeah.
During this process, that time, we became friends, and every time we talk was fun. And
It wasn't like, oh, how are you gonna perform
yeah.
for me today so that I can be Blue Diamond, right?
Mhm.
That's not how we do it. People
No.
take these things way too seriously and remove the joy from the process. And the process needs to be joyful, or who's gonna want to do it with you?
Yeah, I think it's very, very important to understand why she was attracted in the first place, right? And she was attracted because she liked to help people. She liked to empower other women, and she likes the co-impact. And then this is where we need to focus, right?
And
It's
she didn't do
interesting.
it for the money,
No, 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 not her.
right?
She did not need money. Her husband is very, very well, and I wouldn't attract her for the money.
Right? And we have a habit of doing that, right? We need to assess who we're talking to and uncover their why,
Yep.
right? My why wasn't money. So when the people were talking about money, I was turned off. You have to customize your conversation to each person. Your why might be money, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? You might need to support your
It's
family or
good.
whatever. But when you work with your builders and chairs, you have to identify and feel their fire for why they want to do it, or you'll turn them off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
I don't know if you want me to talk to my second leg. It's interesting too.
Yeah. No, I want
My-
to hear these.
Okay, my second leg, she moved to I used to live in Weston, and she moved to my neighborhood. I got to meet her. And one day, I think we have maybe going to the pool or something, and she had a headache. And then we talking about it. She has headaches since she was a kid, 9 years old. She started with big headaches. And then I offer what? Aroma touch. I was like maybe inspiration because she loves massage and things like that. And I went straight to aroma touch. I offer aroma touch, bring my massage table, and she loved it. She loved it. Feels really good, and she loved it. And then she enrolled as a customer also, right? And got to know her, right? Because going to explain the oils, we got to be very good friends. And one day we have a company event in Miami. And Miami was like 45 minutes from my house, and I just invite her. And I invite her to many things. We did classes, we did fun things together, we did make and take, things like that. But she wasn't interested in the business. And going to the event, she fell in love, exactly the same thing, right? Co-impact sourcing, healing hands. And when she felt, I think sometimes when we talk, it's not the same thing, right? I think the doTERRA does an excellent job when she's showing the heart of the company. And she was there just to make me company, and she was touched by the co-impact and the healing hands. Then I know what touched her in the first place, right? And then she decided to do the business, and her husband is in sports, and he is awesome. Then together they're doing the business. And when Brazil opened, they decided to be founders, and they are founders in Brazil. And that was excellent, excellent. That was my second leg.
Same thing. A friend had a problem, put the oils on the body, signed up, and right.
Yeah, I love aroma touch. I love aroma touch. I think the experience of aroma touch is very unique. I really like it. And now I'm learning the Symphony of the Sun.
Yay, you got your book. Yay.
Yes, I got the book.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
And it's very
on
interesting.
people, right?
Yeah, touching and touch. Yeah.
Time to get back to, I mean, one-on-one is all you need, right? Get together with your friends who don't have oils yet and go do something.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you that something's wrong, and then you're going to have a solution, and you're going to slap some oil on them, and they're going to fall.
I think one thing that I sometimes try to remember is the passion that you have for the oils. You cannot put this down, never, because I think this is number one, the important. When you talk about the oils, what the oils does for you, for your life, and changed my life, and it is true. And then why not talking to someone? Now I have the feeling that if I know someone that don't know about the oils, I feel guilty. How can I do that? That it's not my privilege. Yes, it's not my privilege to have the oils in my house, in my life, and they don't. And I really have the feeling all the time. And okay, my other leg is here, Malu, but she's quiet. I didn't know. I thought you're doing as a Zoom for everybody to come. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yeah,
I have my mentor call with her, and I invite her. She's awesome. She's a brain person. But it's interesting because I went to Atlanta to visit my friend. This is when I met Malu. And now I met Malu. Malu was using oils, but just using. And we probably talk close to 1 year. I talked to Malu, okay? I'm a very patient person. I promise, I'm a very patient person. And I talk to Malu, and she loves the oil. She's a yoga teacher. And one day something very sad happened, and was a situation with her nephew, and he was in coma, right? And she decided to do a fundraiser, things like that. And then when we are talking about, I said, I'm gonna give you a present. I'm gonna enroll you. I'm gonna enroll you. And we're gonna help your nephew with doTERRA. And she wasn't moved for the money, was moving for her nephew. And then I had no idea that Malu is amazing, amazing person, structured business, amazing. And that when we start with Malu. Malu, wanna talk, is that okay if Malu talks a little bit?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm so excited that you're on. My computer was going crazy and showing me a whole bunch of stuff, and then you were on too, and I'm like, uh-oh, did I put this out in biz tips for everyone to join?
But I think this is what the more important, we became friends, right? Very good friends. I love Malu, like my daughter, maybe in my family.
Right? It's your doTERRA family. Yes, I can't wait. Yes, share it away, Malu.
Yeah, I think, Bernadette is like, she's a believer, and she has this big heart, and she shares, and she loves everyone around her. And so actually she gave the enrollment to my nephew. She was very strategic too. So she gave it to him and said, well, he's in a coma and his mom has no idea what's going on. Someone has to manage his account. So that's how she made me enroll. So I enrolled to manage his account. And then when I noticed after 6 months and I saw what we were building, I'm like, I want that for me too. So my focus, my why, and all the purpose included was a little bit changed. Of course, my nephew's still there, but then you have to work around your abilities and your people and your strategies to help those around you too. So anyways, but she's a believer. I think whenever we have someone that is not sharing anymore or struggling, she never gives up on them. So it's hard work, but it's totally worth it. So highly recommend sharing and building and creating your own business.
So Malu, what is your rank?
Malu is platinum.
Platinum, okay. And then what market do you focus on?
Big part of my structure is in Brazil. But I do everyone. It's all around Europe, US, and majority in Brazil.
Okay. And do you live in Brazil, or where do you live?
I live in Texas.
Texas.
Mm-hmm. But that's not a problem, right? Because you can do things globally. Yeah. We have everything in every language. Even in Portuguese, which is a new market, they're catching up. And if they're not there, we'll make it happen. So you can do whatever you want, wherever you are, from wherever you are. So
how are you seen the most? Is it through live videos or Instagram, or how do you get seen and grow? Is it relationships in those other markets and they start growing? Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I started right when doTERRA started in Brazil too. So because of the why I started with doTERRA, I kind of felt inspired to contact some people. I had to stop and think, okay, who should I contact? And I do believe that we work on inspiration. So I even, some people I hadn't talked for like years, and I would call them and say, hey, I don't know why I'm calling you. Your name just popped in my head and I want to know how you are. And after a couple of minutes or days or weeks or months talking, I would say, this is a project that I'm involved in right now, and this is the reason why I'm involved, and the products are amazing too. That's what it's happening in my life and in my family. Do you want to join me? And because people don't join doTERRA, they actually join you in whatever you are offering. So I noticed that when you also stop doing your business, people kind of back off because they're not really attached to doTERRA. They're actually attached to you, and you were their teammates and leaders and all. So anyways, so that's how I started doing in Brazil by inspiration, following whatever my mind, you know, the universe or whatever name we want to give would put in my head. And then I found some people that wanted to try a new business. And then they believed that the products were good because we wouldn't even get the products down in Brazil yet. Brazil wasn't really open yet when I started talking to people. Say that they trusted me, they trusted the business, and they trusted that the products were good. And then after a couple months, they would get the products in their hands. And of course, then sharing, and contacting friends and family and people that are in need of something. Something might mean money or time or a purpose. And then, of course, here in the US, I do a lot of, because I do yoga, so I would use my workshops, meditation workshop, yoga workshops, and also a lot of DIY. So, or just getting together, you know, finding a theme. Libido is a very good common theme among women. So we would come to my house, hey, let's have all the girls in and just talk about libido. And then, and we had some tea and, you know, just, and then talk about libido. And then I would pop up with the oils. Well, that's what I use.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
So find something that people need. Nowadays, a lot of emotional stress imbalance that we're going through. So that's what we've been talking all. So
I love it. You said just so many key nuggets that I want to repeat, that I want to make sure everybody heard, and I'm going to type some of these out. So what was so perfect about that is the working on inspiration, because people try to be so less inspirational and emotional and more just hardcore facts. Like, okay, here's my list and I'm going to call this person and I'm going to do this. And they're not relationship building in the meantime. You know what I mean? They're making a list of names and they're inviting them to an event. And your success rate is going to be much higher when you're working on inspiration and you feel compelled to reach out to these people because you have a purpose of why you contacted them, not just to invite them to a class, not just to get oils, but to reconnect. And you took the time to build that relationship. I just want to keep hammering home to our audience. This is a relationship business. This is not a transactional sales business. This is not teachers and students business. This is relationships and people. And when you have that and you work on that path, those are the ones that grow. And that's where Malou was so strategic in doing that. And I want to repeat this because our audience struggles all the time with scripts and words and feeling comfortable with that. Oh, but what do I say? And so I want to repeat that again. I want to know how you are. I just felt compelled to call you, and you started building that relationship. And when the time came, multiple conversations could have taken place. This is a project I'm working on, and I would love for you to be involved with me. Here's what it's about. Do you want to join me? See how that's comfortable and inviting and based on relationship and teamwork and a mission and not, do you want to build a business, make some money and make me a blue diamond? Right? You got to have the right mindset to help grow these relationships and slow down. Like, take the time to develop the relationships.
And be patient, right?
Be patient, right? You said a year before Malou got oils, right?
And I never give up on her. And I didn't want her, hey, come because I need you. No, we talk and we became friends. I think we became friends even before you sign up, and maybe if you sign up before, it will be different, but I'm glad. I'm so glad and thankful for everything. I know I could be Blue Diamond years before. I have 7 years in doTERRA, but I am so thankful for my team, for my family, that I really, really know it's a purpose. I am, like we talk about age, I'm 60. I'm super no tech at all. I never did Instagram, never had anything. And even to enroll someone was hard for me to learn how to remember. I was always out in the swimming pool. That was my life. Computer was sitting down in an office, never passed my mind. And then those things were so new to me, but I knew I need to learn, and the time came, and I feel prepared now. I feel I'm a Blue Diamond, a leader of a big family, a big group, and I feel empowered. doTERRA changed me so much, and changed me as a leader, as a person, as a friend, as a grandma.
But think
And
about, go back, because we've both been in it 7 years. And at the beginning, we knew nothing. Nothing.
no empower success, no
But we kept
guides.
telling people, these are awesome. You need them. I want to help you. Let me help
Yeah.
change your life. And the business has changed so much in this time period that people get that component is missing, right? I teach how to enroll someone in 60 seconds. And people mishear that as I only spend 60 seconds with people, right? I'm relationship building. That's where all
And you
the
can do
people
this
come from.
after, right? You can do this after also.
And I
You enroll and then,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. I can meet a stranger, enroll them in 60 seconds, and then the relationship building has begun. I can have people that have been on my team for years refer me a friend, and I enroll them in 60 seconds. But where relationship building, the conversation could be 5 minutes, the conversation could be an hour or two, depending on how well we connect. Relationship building.
Yeah.
If I just do a transactional sales, I will never hear from them again. I have to build connections and relationships and get to know people and let them know that we genuinely care about them. Or they're just going to go, yeah, that product was great. Okay, I'm going to go get it here now next. Because what Malou said, what did you say, Malou? They don't buy doTERRA.
Yeah. They join you. Yeah.
They join you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let them take time for them to get to know you, not just a rushed enrollment. This is good. Good nuggets, you guys.
Well, my next leg is interesting. Do
Right,
I
let's
hear
hear it.
about it?
Yes.
Okay. I did, when Brazil opened, they have the first diamond club. I was silver, I guess. I was only silver. And I did Diamond Club. They allowed me to do Diamond Club. Even my account was here because they're new. I did Diamond Club. Was so, Brazil is huge. I don't know if you know. Brazil is a big country, and I was going everywhere. I was so tired. At the end of Diamond Club, I want to come home, right? 4 months. Then I got a flight from, I don't even know where, to Sao Paulo, a big city, and Campinas. And I got there in the morning. I say, I'm not going to do anything. But my flight to Florida was just at night. I was in the airport the whole day. And then when I got to the gate, I was tired. I want to talk to no doTERRA right now. No doTERRA right now. I need to go home. But remember, I was silver. And I was praying, and I was really want to find a new leg, right? Because I have my 3 legs. I need one more. And I was sitting there, and the lady close to me was talking on the phone with anxious, like talking, very anxious. And I was listening. My ears is there, and I was listening. And when she hung up, she was Brazilian, but she lives here in Florida also. And she turned to me and started talking. She's very anxious about the fly, about everything. And how can I share, right? I
Right.
have, yeah, it's impossible, but I have my favorite, everyone in my team know my favorite blend is the vetiver, balance, and serenity. I always have little 5 ml roller bottles or this with this 5 drops of each coconut oil. I always have it in my bag. But remember, I was coming home, right? And then I have one.
You had what? See, it was meant
I
to
have
be.
one. I have one. And then I talked to her about, I use essential oils, help me relax. And then she likes it and I put on her. I didn't give it to her.
Yeah.
I put on her some oils in her wrist and she's smelling. And then the person behind me that I had no idea was there, exists, I didn't see. I was the first person in the gate. Remember, I was right there waiting to board and she was behind me. She turned over my head, my chair and said, "What is that?"
I love this story. This is my favorite.
"What is that?" And I say, "Wow, essential oils. Have you heard about it?" "No, but I love it. How can I buy it?" That was a family, whole family going on vacation in US. She lives in Brazil, was in her connection flight to go to Brazil. And then I talked to her for a second when we are boarding. I
Did
decided
you
to,
roll her too?
yes, yes.
And keep that
And then
rolling.
she
You
want
don't
her
have to
daughter.
give it
She
away.
want her, yes, yes.
You can roll
I
everyone
think,
and keep it.
yeah. If I was like today, if I was calm and relaxed, I will put in everyone in that gate. I'm not kidding, because she started putting in her daughter, in her husband, and everyone. And then I gave her, when we are boarding, I run and, oh, you can keep it. I gave my last sample of my favorite blend. And then I gave my card, right? I gave my card. I'm old school. I gave my card. And then next morning, she called me and I'm here in the computer. I'm doing my, I don't know what she said, membership or something. And I think I'm doing right. And then I talked to her on the phone and she wasn't too far away from me. It was like 1 hour. And I said, well, let's go do the enrollment, but when I can come to you. Then I went to her, we meet, and then samples to everybody. Now she was enrolled and then was sample for her to wait for the oils come. Her husband wasn't feeling well with his stomach issues and so many things. I gave samples and she fell in love. And then soon her oils came. She said, I want to do what you do. And that is my diamond leg. She's awesome. She's one of my best friends. Malu knows her very well. Oh, Malu, by the way, in my team, we share a lot. And Malu got her as an adopted, right, Malu? Soon Isabel enrolled, I asked Malu, can she meet with your team because she's by herself? I don't want to start helping her, just her. Let her feel that she's part of a group. And then Malu got that orphan, right? Adopt her in all her trainings. And that was awesome. She loves Malu and she really enjoyed that. And then that was a very good leg that it's my friend. All my legs are my best friends. I love them a lot.
They grew that way. This was a stranger in an airport, right?
Yep.
And so what Bernadette also does great is gets her leaders to build their community, like with each other, right? So it's not, oh, this leader and this leader and this leader. You built a family. I want to recap this story as well because the nuggets again are huge, which is why I wanted her on this call today, right? Complete stranger in an airport, wasn't afraid to share. If she hadn't shared that first oil with the woman next to her who was anxious, what's the name of your diamond leader?
Isabel.
Isabel would have never been born
Yeah.
into doTERRA. If, right? So the woman she originally shared the oils with is not the leader, right?
To
A
tell you
lady,
the truth, thinking about that, she gave my phone number, her phone number, and I think I called, but nothing happened. She never enrolled. But I think important is to be there,
be there. Open
to
your mouth.
yes,
Sit out an
someone
oil.
is listening. How many times we talk to someone and they are not interesting, but they know someone that is, and they need the oils.
People around are hearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off.
No, keep going. So we'll just do this back and forth. So Isabel, right? So she was motivated. She was on the computer. And this is what we did before the pandemic and we couldn't meet with people. We would,
Yeah.
as diamonds and blue diamonds and presidential diamonds, get up and go meet with people in person, right? And we have got to get back to that for quality, strong teams and LRP. These transactional online things are happening and we're enrolling people, but we're losing the ability to get that strong relationship and community and connection. It's fallen to the wayside, which is why so many people's LRP numbers are falling. Mine have fallen from people enrolled in the last year and a half. Those LRP numbers for me aren't as great. But my team stays stable because of how I built for the first 5 years, like Bernadeth, right? We would get in a car and we would drive an hour to make that person who's interested have the most quality personal experience and begin relationship development. Not a transactional sale. They're enrolled, now I'm done. And do you hear how it's funny how we, never connected other than lunch last week about how we did our business. And it's identical for 7 years, how we've done our business. She enrolled Isabel and then flooded them with samples, which is the Zimmer way. We call that a goodie bag, right? Give them a goodie bag. And we do that because we want them to have solutions to all these potential things right now, so that when their oils come in, they feel more comfortable to use them. And then they see the samples aren't what's coming in the kit, right? The samples that you probably gave them are stuff that isn't in the kit.
Yeah.
So that they are ready to add all of those items to their first order, their LRP.
Yeah. I got some rollers. I got the coconut oil. Oh, I need that. And I help her put her LRP for next month. And it's interesting because I never thought about that, because you make me think right now. Then I'm so glad I went there, because I drove. We have that relationship, because when she went back to Brazil, she said, next time you in Brazil, I want you here. And when I went to her city, I never went to Bahia in my life, Salvador. When I got there, she has a hotel room with 50 people for me to teach. Yeah.
Right? Now, just so we don't misrepresent, that does not happen all the time.
No, but the thing is, if I didn't drive 1 hour, the story could be different. Right? She just met someone
fun and inspired.
Yeah.
To do more. When we can get in front of them and build that relationship with them, that comes the fun. That was all of my classes. And, every follow-up was in person, in relationship building and talking about their friends and who else can we help. It was very natural because it was in person and conversation would flow.
Yeah.
And that's one person. We can get together with one person right now, regardless of where we are and pandemic, right? Take care of the one person and take care of them well. Right?
Perfect.
I love it. I'm so glad we got to be neighbors. We're going to do well together here. All right. So that's another little nugget for you guys too, is the beauty of the doTERRA culture. So this isn't with everyone. Not everyone's like Bernadette and me, right? But we were in line at the food truck.
Yes.
And she had the most beautiful yellow purse that
Oh,
said doTERRA on it, right? And I had met her daughter like 2 food
I think
trucks in a
Facebook, no?
row,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Rebecca. So we just started chatting, right? And then I'm like, and your daughter had told me that you did doTERRA. We just hadn't met before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yay. Like, tell her let's get together. I think you were coming for like Diamond Club or something. What were you coming for?
Well, I think when you met my daughter, I was in Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And she said, my mom is coming. And
And you just hit Blue Diamond or we're going to?
well, when we met, yeah, I just
hit.
Yes. I think that month, I think.
Yeah. And so instant connection for me, but I didn't know because I love everyone in doTERRA. And you're not always going to have that. Everybody's different. And I didn't know if she was going to want to, hang with Lisa, or if she was going to be like, oh, how nice for you, and move on to her. You don't know what you're going to get, right? Everybody's polite in doTERRA, but you never know if you don't say, hey, I'm so excited. There's another doTERRA person in my neighborhood. And here's what makes our relationship special. When we were in line at the food truck, right, a woman was talking to us both, and I think I started talking first, and she saw Bernadette's purse that said doTERRA and started talking after that more directly to her, right? This is what makes us leaders. She wanted some oils and wanted to talk about doTERRA and was looking at her. It was more important. We're both going to want to try to help her because that's what we do, right? Read the room, folks. That woman wanted to talk to Bernadette for a reason.
Maybe because she was older.
Older. Who knows, right? As a leader, my number one priority is taking care of the customer, making sure my doTERRA friends are happy, and ultimately doing whatever it takes to help that person get started in doTERRA, even if it's not with me. Because as leaders, we understand that it's more important for them to get enrolled with the best person for them, because our leadership rewards, what do we call them? Pools, our rank pools, how we get paid as leaders is based on how well the company does, our friends in doTERRA do. Those numbers grow and are bigger, not just based on what we do. I hope that makes sense to everyone. That's why you're never going to see in doTERRA, if you understand the business model. This is a brilliant doTERRA business model. Bernadette and I aren't going to be wrestling on the ground over who's going to help Susie Q, right? Because we all win regardless of who helps her. Plus, that makes us a desirable company for other people to join because we work together as friends and family. We work together as a team, no matter what team we're on.
Yeah, I think it's harder when you start doTERRA, but I remember since in the beginning, I understand that concept. And I want Lisa's team to grow. Number one, because you're gonna be helping more people that I will never, how can I go and get everybody? It's impossible. You can't. And your team is your team. I am so happy to be here, and I hope I can help somehow, inspire someone, because the more people use the products, get healthier and better. And in the other side, doTERRA growing, our pole, our leadership pole grow. And when you have that mentality, since in the beginning, this is what matters, right? Because you need to understand we're not gonna get everyone. It's impossible. And
And
then,
we want to get oils in every home.
yeah.
And it takes more than one, takes more than two. It takes everyone.
Mm.
And you're not going to connect with everyone. Let it go, right? If I'm in line at the food truck, I may start speaking Portuguese. I'm going to be calling like, yo, friend, help,
Yeah.
right? And so it's that whole, not just building your community with your team, but building your community with your doTERRA friends, right?
Culture, right?
That's going to make us enjoy our experience better. Plus what came out of it unknowingly, because I don't have a lot of friends in this neighborhood yet, because I'm in and out and COVID and whatnot. And my doTERRA package came late after I left last time, and she was able to help me. So we're friends in many ways now, right? Not just doTERRA friends. And that's what's
You need a product that's not there yet, right?
that's what's going to make this entire journey better for all of us, right? If I don't have any friends in Florida and I'm trying to do doTERRA by myself and I don't have doTERRA business friends to talk to, this would not be enjoyable. And I'm already only part-time in Florida for a year and a half, and I have more doTERRA friends in Florida than I do in Illinois. In Illinois, it's pretty much my team. Florida has, here's another mindset trick for you, right? Florida has a ton of top leaders. We have 3 or more blue diamonds just in Fort Myers alone, right? Back in Illinois, I think there might be 2 or 3 blue diamonds in the entire state.
Wow.
Right? Maybe 3 in the entire state.
And our city is small.
In our small city, there's 3, right? And so we don't have a mindset of competing with each other because there's plenty of business for each other, right? But we have an incredible community already built, right? The with Bagwells, I was able to meet Bagwells as well when Dan Gazaway come, and Bagwells are another successful Blue Diamond team. And now when we have events in this small town, how incredible are those events going to be for doTERRA? doTERRA is going to look amazing, and people are going to be wanting to come to these events because we have so many successful people here. Everybody will want to join the party. Everybody will want to join the fun. Right. And that's what I love about this market. People with a, what's the right word? It's the mindset where you, what is the word? I lost it. It's a challenging mindset where you feel like you have to do it all. And what's the word? Darn it, it's right there. Somebody watching probably knows. Where you feel shorted and whatnot. I'll think of it later. I'll think of it at 3 a.m.
Well,
right?
I know.
Abundance. We have an abundance.
Abundance.
Mindset.
Oh, I was about to say abundance.
We have an abundance mindset. What's the opposite of that? When people
mediocre, you know.
Yeah, I've lost the word today. It's driving me crazy. I'll go roll some DDR Prime and it'll come to me. Scarcity. Thanks, Becca. I knew someone would have it. Scarcity mindset. We in this video do not have a scarcity mindset. We know even if we go a week or 2 or a month with no enrollment because life gets in the way, that there is still an abundance of people out there to help when we can get focused on our business, or if life and family stuff gets in the way, or illness or whatever. I haven't been able to work anywhere near the hours that I had in the past for the last 9 months because of my eye situation, but I still don't have a scarcity mindset, right? I know there's an abundance of people out there to help when my body and mind, when I'm able to, right? Or when I can get out more. That scarcity mindset is paralyzing and will destroy your doTERRA journey. The abundance doesn't just come from thinking number of enrollments. The abundance in doTERRA is all these things that we talked about today, helping complete strangers. It grows into other people overhearing, being inspired by you and what you did to help a stranger in the airport, being inspired by that, that they could do that as well. One of the biggest things that women are looking for in, I would say, mid 30s on up is fulfillment. They are looking for, they've had a career and it's not fulfilling them. They've had a family and they feel like something's missing. People want purpose and fulfillment. And doTERRA is the most incredible way to complement their life and give them a fulfillment and purpose if that box isn't being checked off for them right now. I never had purpose or fulfillment in my life until doTERRA, and I was 42. I was very successful. I made $250,000 selling real estate. I could buy pretty things. I could travel. And I was sad and unfulfilled. doTERRA has a way with co-impact sourcing and building a community and helping people of filling that void that people have. And this is what I loved with your leader, they already had money, but a mother of 4
Juliana.
didn't want to be just a mom. She had more in store for her and knew it, but didn't know how to do it.
And it is interesting because she loves to be a mom and she's a very good mom, very present, but she needs something else.
Sometimes we need more. And you don't have to be a diamond to get that fulfillment. You can be an elite, a premier, a silver, right? And get that fulfillment and purpose from doTERRA. That's how I started out. I didn't understand the business model. I just wanted to help people. I wanted a purpose again. I'd been sick for 3 years. I felt useless and a burden in society. I had brain damage. I'd been in a wheelchair, and I could use doTERRA and make rollers and give them to my friends. I was capable of that. And then when I found there was a business model, right, and helped my first friend with her stomach problem, I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. I can help people. I'm not very smart right now. I can't work all the time, but I can do this. So help people do doTERRA in whatever capacity they are capable of, and they will grow. I went from brain damage, only capable of making some rollers and giving them to friends, to blue diamond, right?
To amazing blue diamond.
All right, so that was great. Are there any other leaders you want to share about? I think those were the biggies you were. I don't want.
My number 5. It's came for business. She has a purpose of. A lot of people share this. She has a job. She wasn't very happy, especially to travel back and forth, and she want to be with her son. And she started the business as a business. That was the first person. Well, I was already diamond, right? And then people came to me as for business. And her husband got together, and they are awesome. They are awesome leaders. That's my 5th leg, and they know what they're doing. And it's interesting because some of the leaders, I have to believe on them more. Not my frontline leaders, but a lot of leaders that I have to believe on them before they believe in themselves. And it's amazing to see, like some stories. Malu has one of my family, my niece, my nephew, that I saw she would do awesome, and now she's doing it, and every single day she thanked me for. And it's so inspiring, like when you see and you believe so much that you have to believe for somebody else until they believe in themselves. And it's awesome. It's
like seeing your babies grow up and go.
Oh yeah.
All of a sudden you don't have to teach the class, and you don't have to answer all the questions, and you're like, oh, my babies are growing up.
And it feels so good, and feel feels good for them to find themselves and it is possible. You know, when they dream, this one, for example, that I'm saying, she has 2 kids and she wants to be with her kids. That's her dream, right? But she needs to work and they work the whole day. And now she sees it's possible. She's a Silva now. It's possible. And she quit her job and she's doing yeah, it's amazing. And she believes, and I know she's gonna be diamond for sure. She will be. Malu knows her. She has everything. But I saw this many years ago. Her baby's turning 3 and she was pregnant. And when I saw that, and she was even in one of my legs that I needed. But I always knew she was capable and she would do it. And she thanked me so much. The day she turned Silva is one of the best, how do you say, recorded that I have. It's amazing. She was crying and she said, I know you believe in me before I believe in myself. And I'm so thankful you never give up on me.
I love it.
And it's so awesome.
That's a great testimonial reminder, you know, since your other legs were all customers, friends, grown into builders, be ready for when people come to you and say, I want to do the business. I want out of where I am, right? You can start people that way. And we often do, but don't forget about them. And this is with the pandemic, you have the opportunity to have a lot more people with that have lost income, their jobs disappeared, and it's time they need to get back on their feet as the government subsidies will start disappearing, right? That's an opportunity you need to be ready for to help those people. And how we launch sharers and builders on my team, we use the Zimmer FAQ system. You can get that on my website. There's the FAQ system for customers that you put in your Facebook group and the FAQ system for sharers and builders. And I literally, when someone comes to me and says, I want to do the business, awesome, let's get on a Zoom call or a chat and we'll go through our FAQ for sharers and builders and we'll see where you are, where you fit into that. And we'll talk about why you want to do this and see if we can't meet your needs. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If I had to think about what to say all the time, every time I met someone new, I'd be stressed, overwhelmed, I'd forget things. So that's why I built the 20-step FAQ system. So when someone says, I want to do the business, I no longer have to think about what to say. We go through the steps and it's right there. All right. We'll wrap up. That was a good one. I really appreciate you guys coming on today. That was fabulous. It's so fabulous because it's nice to see the 2 people at 7 years at Blue Diamond who, when you said 23,000 people and I have less than 2,000 people, I was like, there's no way we built our businesses the same. And we built them exactly the same.
Yes.
Right? And so our leaders are different. Our leaders are very different. I built in the Midwest in a very small town of 5,000 people. We didn't use social media. And so very small market. So just completely different leaders, not worldwide. But nonetheless, regardless of how you build your business and who your leaders are, you can still get there, right? And so that's where I don't want people to pick this apart and be like, oh, well, they got to build in Brazil and it just opened up and that'd be easier. No, those of you building in Brazil will be the first ones to say, yeah, think again, folks. That was incredibly difficult. You'd have to work with people for months and then it kept being delayed. And right, I followed all of that. We have friends that grew the Mexico market and she became a diamond and Mexico was not open.
Wow.
She would personally order the products for everyone in Mexico and then ship them from Utah to them one at a time. And built that way to diamond. Think how easy we have it. And we're all thinking, oh, wow, this is so hard. No, Those people had it way harder, but they did it anyway. That's the difference on the quality of your why and your passion and your desire in this business to help people and succeed, right? Nothing will stand in your way once you get started. So, all right. I know you guys got more meetings to go to. So thank you for your time today.
Thank you,
rock.
Lisa.
And we got to go to lunch again. So I'll text you and see what your schedule's looking like. And then hopefully we can go
Awesome.
see your friends in Weston, maybe the first beginning of October. So
Yes.
I get to meet more of her team. Yay.
Yes,
All right.
yes,
It's nice to meet you, Malou.
yes.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. Tell me how to say your name properly.
Oh, you did it right. Malu.
Well, yay.
Malu.
Okay, good. I always get excited. I always guess and then I'm usually wrong. So, all right. You guys have a great week. Happy oiling.
Okay, thank
Appreciate
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.